Hi there, thanks for joining me today. I have a flip through today, but it's for me, this is an unusual flip through, uh, a rare one. Um, I did an unusual thing, actually, for me, a first time. Over the years, I've been gifted many beautiful journals, um, which are on my shelf up here. I'm looking at them. And for the first time, I watched a flip through, and although I drool over so many journals when I watch others do a flip through, which I always do, um, and drool over them, um, I I saw a journal that I had to have. I just I kept watching this flip through and kept thinking, I must have this book. I don't know what it is. Something came over me. I thought, I need this book. This book is mine. So I did what so many of you out there do. I lived on her Etsy page and waited for it to show up. Made by Granath. I have mentioned her before because I do love her work. Anna Granath, and she lives over in Sweden, and I very much love her style of journals, and and this journal. First of all, I'm a sucker for a big mama of a journal, and wait till you see this big mama. This is as big as I could get my camera away, and so we're going to have to make do. Anyhow, it came, and didn't take too long. I expected with Sweden that it would take quite a while, but it really was very quick. And so she included one of her lovely business cards and a little thank you card with a lovely little note on the back, and it was wrapped in this really pretty ribbon and all tied with a bow-like gift. And this will get used when I start filling my journal, which will, trust me, take years. But I will enjoy doing that. And she sent me, thank you, Anna. She sent me a few more folios from that beautiful botanical book. It just These illustrations are so beautiful, and I know I've gushed over them before because she did send me some a couple of weeks ago, and now I've got more. And I love them. First of all, the paper is such a lovely weight. It's a creamy color. It's matte. It's not glossy. I love that it's not English down here. So for me, it makes it all the more exotic. I am fortunate living in Canada. We have two official languages in Canada, English and French. So anything that's labeled in Canada has to be in both languages, and I like that. Although my French is very poor, I can struggle and get by written. And if they speak slowly, I can do okay understanding. But I think that it adds to our, I don't know, our character, our inclusivity. And I love that we have two official languages. So to find folios in another language, and I have some that I've saved from other books in Italian and, yes, French. I even the other day found a book in Hebrew, that sort of thing. I mean, I even like shorthand. It just makes for something visual and Anyhow, so even just this was thrilling. But she took the time and wrapped it in this really sweet little cloth. I'm not sure whether it was a tea towel. It's vintage. Whether it was a tea towel or whether it was a little table cover or whether it was a cloth napkin. But here's my new baby. And I have to get the name of this painting. It's a painting by Rossetti. And it's, I looked it up. It's from several sources of how to pronounce it. And it really is, it's pronounced Proserpine. So part of me thought, oh, that's got to be incorrect. I bet it's Proserpine or something like that. But no, it's Proserpine. And I've seen her before. I mean, it's famous. Rossetti is famous. And so she's on the cover, and this is a big book. 11 and a quarter by 8 and a quarter. Oh, I'm going to stand it up, and we shall see. 2 inches. That's a big journal. And first of all, let us all gush at how gorgeous all these signatures are. I forget how many are there, and I'm not going to start counting. Look at all those beautiful signatures and how beautifully she's sewn them all in. This is the sort of thing that gives me just a little thrill. You know, some people drool over various things, will just make their heart just go, oh, oh. And for me, a beautifully sewn in book text block of lots of signatures, just beautifully sewn in into a hidden hollowback spine. That just does it for me. That if I was a smoker, I'd need a cigarette just after looking at this. That is just so gorgeous. And I spent quite a few minutes just sort of looking at it and just wanting to pat it. And it is, it's a textbook of some sort, and I haven't even taken the time. You think I would take the time to go into a translation and find out what it is that my book is, but I don't know. I just know I love it. And she's put a little label down here. It says 1897, but if the front page is correct, it is 1917. I love that artistic license. Well done, Anna. Anyhow, I love how she matted this. She's got it on some beautiful vellum with writing on it. Clear vellum, which I haven't seen done before. And so this really nice green shows through. And then there's some gold behind Proserpine. And she's even put a little label down here and some gold brads to hold it in place. And this is leather, and it's, I guess, no wonder I love it. It's just a beautiful, beautiful burgundy red. And it's so gorgeous. And oh, I'm getting ahead of myself because I'm so excited about this book. Look how sweet. Oh, I had that in place for when I was showing her off. Look how sweet. Oh my goodness. So cute. So you'll have to let me know, Anna, if this is from a table runner whether it's a tea towel, whether it was napkin to, dab your mouth after a meal. I love it. The little boy and girls on it. So cute. Little wooden shoes. So cute. Her work is beautiful. And when we get to the center, you're going to see what I mean. The joys of taking the time to do small signatures and lots of them into a hidden hollowback spine, because this book lays so beautiful and flat and will be such a pleasure for writing in. I love the end pages, and the back is the same. And now I can't recall. I'm going to have to watch Anna's flip through again, whether these are the original or not, because they sure match beautifully. If they're not, the excellent choice of end papers. So pretty. And she signed it for me and dated it, so that makes me happy. And I love this lady looking at me and saying, "Aren't you glad you bought this book?" And I'm thinking, yes, I am. I'm very glad. It's just, I bet that's the history of the world. World Historia. You'll let me know. I know you'll let me know down in the comments. It's just, and a gazillion pages. I forget how many. I don't care how many anymore because I just love it. I love the ledger paper, again, because I have no idea what that says, and I don't care. It's just beautiful. The different colors, the creaminess, the music, and tip outs. 1973. Lovely. I was 13. Her tea-dyed paper is so lovely and flat, especially for big sheets. Big sheets are hard to tea-dye. Look at that. Isn't that pretty? Oh, I just love it. Look at this little lady peeking out with a little tuck spot. I love the use of putting the numbers in and putting dates. Lots of sewing and strings. You can see why, when I saw the flip through, and I thought, I've got to have this book. Isn't that pretty? I like the different, the red ink in with the black ink makes me happy. And it's just left me so much room to go nuts with my own things. Oh, and there's some of my papers. Look at this. Different sizes of pages, which is just so pleasing for the eye. She does a lovely 5-hole pamphlet stitch. Nice and tight. It's just beautiful. And see how flat that lies? That's the joy. I know I'm like a broken record. For those of you who remember records, that skips and keeps replaying the same thing. But really, don't be afraid to do more signatures. Instead of doing 3 massive signatures in a journal you're working on, give it a try. It's not hard. Try putting in 5 instead of 3. And then next time try putting in 7 instead of 5. And you'll surprise yourself. It's actually easier. Isn't this sweet? Look at him, 1917, with his little bowler hat on. And a beautiful little card journaling on the back. Little tuck spot, my kind of tuck spot. This book was just screaming my name. It just was. Beautiful pages from inside the original text block. Isn't this nice? This, I find, is the pleasure of doing a huge book, is you have more options of using full big pages and the fun of layering smaller pages. The drawback with big books is it's much more expensive for the artist to create it, and on top of that, it's much more expensive to ship, because this baby, this weighs quite a bit. Isn't this nice? Oh, it's sewn in. I just love it. Black thread and that layering there, that waterfall effect of the layering that she did. Anna, we've got to talk you into, on your channel, to be doing more how you do your work. I would love to watch your process and your thinking as you choose. 1964 for this page. Oh, isn't that nice? And she left the handwriting on it. I hope that's showing up. I'd keep lifting it up, but my wrists will kill me after a while. From the 1900s, and it flips out, and it's in lovely condition. Little stamping. Flips up. Tea-dyed music from 1964. Really nice. Oh. I really liked what you did here, Anna, with the envelope and the brad, and then tucked in some little goodies here. A little book for journaling in, and a little journaling card. And she kind of looks like Proserpine. So into a little tea-dyed envelope and another copper-colored paper clip. So neat. Oh, I sat for several evenings just turning the pages and turning the pages and looking and looking, and little birds and sewing with lace. Look at all these little hidden tuck spots. Isn't that beautiful? And journaling space on the back. I just love it. 1936 on that. I like that you do that too. I do that. And that's just something, again, look. So when I work in this book, it just lays so nicely. So pretty. I really, a little Edith with a nice big card for journaling on both sides, and P, I bet, for Proserpine. And I even found a gentleman on YouTube. His accent certainly sounded Italian to me. And he was pronouncing it Proserpine. So, I don't know. Love it. Some scalloped edge on the paper. A little bit of collage in here with a little bit of lace. Isn't this neat? The little window, and then there's the little lady behind there What a terrific idea. I'm going to have to borrow that. Some really nice, thick, heavy art paper. And the washi tape that she's used to either join or strengthen. I'm not sure. And little sticker up here to let you know that that's a tip out. Love it. I like how close the lines are on that paper there. Little more Edith. What is in English? Okay, I thought this Edith might have been in a different language, but it is in English. I wonder if Edith was ever done in other languages. Someone out there will know. This is one of my favorite pages. I love him. A robin. Maybe that's why it called to me. There's a couple of robins in here. Look at that little face. How cute is that? And it's a little tuck spot. So it's got a little journaling card in there and a butterfly on this side. I like the vintage photo corners on it. A little bit of tape down there. I enjoy that. Oh, look at this waterfall effect. Thank you to Eva and her son Jacob for sharing this with the world. How I love this. Oh, I love that. Somebody's handwriting. See, I'm finding things again. Ah. This is going to take me years to enjoy and fill. She sewed this pocket in. I love that it's vellum and tucked it full of little notes with little scraps. I love this. There's paper here, and I believe you used it further in the book. It's a small graph paper, but it's vellum. It's kind of like a vellum. I love it. And all these little offcuts, so nothing's wasted. I love that. And it's a double-sided pocket, so things can go in the first side and the other side. Love it. Tiny little paper clip. These ones are different than what we get over here, so that's a treat to have. And a little picture up there. Here's some nice graph paper with green lines on it, which makes me happy. I love green. Green is one of my peaceful colors. Although red is a warm red is my favorite color, I still usually will turn to green as my peaceful color for, decorating my home or that sort of thing. When I'm feeling like I need some calming, green is my go-to color for feeling calm. Greens and creams. A little bit of collaging here with a stamp and some marbled paper. And again, the joys of a large book is you can use your large doilies. And I've got so many large doilies. My next journal I need to make a big journal. I feel so inspired. Here's the paper. I love this. I've never seen anything like it, and you can see through it. But it's still strong. Isn't that cool? I love it. Little tuck spot with the journaling card made from an index card, and a little tab of lace, and it's an envelope, so there's more tucky space on the back with some sewing on it, which I love. Yes, I know. I just have to pat it all. Some shorthand. Love me some shorthand. I wish I had taken it in high school. I had the option. But when we first, for grade 9, if you're in Canada, grade 9, and anywhere else, I think they call it 9th grade. But if you're Canadian, we call it grade 9. When choosing our subjects, 7 were compulsory and 2 we could choose what we wanted to choose. And so I was limited for what my optional classes were, and I wanted typing and art. I knew I needed those 2, and I'm glad I did. But I wish I had learned shorthand. I think it would be cool. It would feel like a secret code. I like the way you did this, Anna. I like the way you glued the fabric down and sewed the paper on there like that to create more journaling space. That's a cool idea, and I will be borrowing that as well. Little stamping up there. I like all the bird's eggs. I'm a bird nut. Cute little face. Cheeky little face. I wonder if I love birds so much because when I was growing up, it was the only pet my parents would let us have was budgies, until I finally talked them into letting me have a guinea pig. And oh, I loved that guinea pig so much. Isn't this nice? I should have been counting. Isn't that nice? I think that's an end paper from a book. It sure looks like it would be an end paper. And it's gorgeous. Another little cheeky character. So pretty. I like how this is done with the collaging. Oh, and he's saying, hello, ladies. Very, very nice. And it matches the extra ribbon that she sent me, which I will be using. And a little, oh, hold on. We're jumping ahead. That's nice. A Romanian stamp in a different, tilted in a different angle. Very nice. A little collaging down here. Book with a couple of books with ink and being able to make use of doilies. I've gotten out of the habit of using my doilies. Again, feeling re-inspired. That's sweet. It reminds me of my 2 Nanas bookmark with my mom and my Nana. I'm happiest when I'm with you. Oh, isn't that sweet? And a little journaling card. Love papers with holes in them. So nice. I have this deck of cards. I'm glad you included it. She's so pretty. I think that's an Afghan, that dog. But I don't know for sure. I've only ever had mutts. A little bit of Frankenstein paper here. Your tea-dyed paper is so nice and flat. A little bit of little artwork, a little photo, pardon me, here of people out cycling. Finland. Finland just joined NATO. Way to go, Finland. Little stamping. See what I mean? I had to have this book. Look at that. I'd like to know what book this is from. It's so pretty. That's beautiful. On all the different ledger papers. I've never seen so many different ledger papers in one book. Isn't that cute? Little family. I looked like that when I was a baby. Only the hair was darker. My hair was jet black. And I like that it's a tuck spot on, oh, the envelope. Oh, I see. Okay, the envelope opens there. And then the back is also a tuck spot, and she's sewn it on there and there. Nice. Again, just rediscovering it each time I go through. I like this. Just something a little different and so simple. How easy is that? And it's cool. Love it. Little journaling card with a attractive looking couple. I have a feeling this is the paper. Let me know if I'm right. I think that is the vellum paper that is in behind here. Cool. I know, we're just going to keep going because I told you, this is a big, big book. Now, is that? Okay. Oh, I'm glad I didn't tug harder. Oh, it's another little journaling booklet with offcuts. Love it. It's sewn together with wacky sewing and threads. You know I love that. And another copper paper clip. I don't have any of those, so that's a treat to have too. And this is some of that handmade paper that has flecks of leaves and flower petals. Oh, here's a better side to show you. This is a nice one because it's still, sometimes they can be so rough and bumpy. They can be difficult to write on. That's lovely. Isn't she beautiful, Victoria? She's lovely. She must have been somebody's queen. She's not the British Queen Victoria, but it was a very common name. A little stamping down here. A much better stamper than I. Even a little stamp up here. Where is this from? I don't know. This is going to make my brain work. I'm going to have to look up these things. Orleans. That's good for my brain. Cute little photo there as a tab to turn that flip out, tip out. A little more Edith. Look at that spread. I love that spread and I got to have it in my book. So nice. Some sewing down here. See what I mean? Just, I love this paper. But it's green on ivory, so what can I say with the eggs? A happy girl. Happy, happy girl. Just something as simple as putting some numbers on a page. Isn't that just a little addition like that makes my heart happy. Am I showing up here? Good. Okay. I'm sitting down. This flip through can take forever. Now this is Janet Marsh's Nature Diary, because this is the book I couldn't remember the name of at first when I was doing the flip through for mine. Mine's in English, and here I notice this one is not in English. I spotted that. Look at all that. Isn't that cool with the nurses? I bet they were graduates, and there's their teacher. Unless that's the mother who had a lot of daughters that all became nurses. No, because these look like children. Okay, I'd love to know the history behind that photo. Got someone sneezing back here. I need to go check on her. Hold on. Everything's fine. She just needed a bless you. Nice collaging. I like all the different little tickets and stamps and the beautiful butterfly there. And of course, even collaged on the back with lots of journaling space and a beautiful torn edge. How to enjoy a torn edge. And each page turn lays so nice and flat. So there's Janet's book in a different language. Sewing leaves down there. What a nice idea for this book. It suits it perfectly. Sewn on with the cheeky little bird looking out at me. Look at that. And there's a Canadian stamp. Ah, yay! So nicely put in. Ah, I'm just, I can't tell you how thrilled I am and how nice and loosey-goosey it is. Like, this is just, if you haven't had a chance, go visit, I'll put the links down below. Go visit her channel and watch some of her flip-throughs. And go visit her Etsy shop. If you're lucky, there'll still be some books there that that you may want to snap up, because this is just going to be treasured for years. Am I ever glad? I'm glad I jumped at it. I just I love everything about this book. And thank you, Anna. Thank you for creating it. And thank you for not choosing to keep it, because I wouldn't have blamed you for thinking, you know what, this one I'm going to keep. I wouldn't have blamed you one little bit. So I hope you enjoyed this flip through today. And again, I'll put the links down below. Go take a look at Anna's work. And she also has an Instagram, so you can follow her on, those of you who are on Instagram, you can follow her over there as well. Take care. Have a great rest of your day. And for those who celebrate, I hope you have a very joyous Easter today. And we'll talk soon. Bye.